Enough, Mariner!
What's going on?
Ah, Inspectore. Perhaps you can be of assistance in this matter.
Why did you bring him back here?
We are to speak to him in the privacy of our lodging. I see no issue with that.
Honestly, neither do I.
Do not speak to me of honesty. You work for the Bloodless. You don't even understand the word.
Kaldin, what is wrong with you?
With me, this man is a tool the Bloodless has used to spread his tides of corruption through the city. Why do you bring him into this house?
To get your brother back. Now sit. We are having civil conversation.
I'm exciting, I know.
Now is not the time for glibness.
All right, all right. The Bloodless has numerous contracts, each with varying difficulty. It is my task to judge which contract is worthy of the price you demand.
2 questions are all we wish to ask.
Ask away.
I do not believe you should be privy to these questions.
Agreed. Your tongue is far too loose to trust.
Ha! Understand this, if nothing else. I have not survived as an agent of the Bloodless by dancing through the streets, tongue-wagging. If this discussion is to progress any further, you must first pay me with trust.
The first step into the mire.
Silence, Mariner! You are seated in the quiet chair. You are not allowed to speak unless you come and sit at the speaking table. Rules of civilized conversation. So, what shall it be then, Inspectore?
We wish to ask him the following questions.
Cicero!
Chair!
The mask runners have a figure in their ranks they call the Herald. Where can we find him?
All right. And?
Where can we find Lysandra Rorik?
For those 2 questions, I have a contract in mind. Perhaps the Mariner would like to be here to hear it in its entirety?
I can hear you fine from here.
Fine. It is a matron.
What?
I can hear you fine from here.
Explain yourself.
Did someone say something?
Explain.
The contract has been placed on the matron of the Withering Mast.
Matron Beniva?
The Withering Mast is a ward of the Sorelle known for taking in single mothers with little hope left in the world.
And in doing so has only helped dozens of mothers and their families.
No. She has abused the women, plunged them into a life of prostitution. Their children are not spared that fate. There are some in this city that would pay heavy crescents for a child.
Liar!
You do well to understand how seriously the laborious take their contracts, Mariner. If the intelligence says that she is guilty, be assured that you will find no evidence otherwise.
And if we fulfill this contract, the Bloodless will meet us?
The Bloodless will give you your answers. Yes.
She is a matron of the Sorelle, Cicero. A matron of my guild. I need to see for myself if this is true. I'm going.
No. You have a vested interest in this, Mariner.
But I...
And seeing another Sorelle asking about her ward, it'll raise flags, don't you think?
Oh, you're right. I'll take along 2 of the others. Any more and it'll be suspicious.
We'll await your decision downstairs, then.
Quite a temper back there.
The man brings dark tides, and I do not like it.
What do you have against him?
Some burdens are better borne on the shoulders of many. Mine are not such burdens. But I appreciate the thought.
Razatov is somewhere out there, and I need your mind on this. Fully. I can see dark clouds in your eyes. You are drifting from this investigation. I don't want that. Whatever these burdens of yours are, if you ever think sharing them might help...
The others are waiting for you.
Just remember my offer.
I think maybe the other guild had something to do with that lady's brother's death. Something. So we have an evil madame, essentially.
Yep, looks like it. So wind burst. Let's see. Standard shot. Deals damage to all areas in the area. Enemies in the area. Void we already have, and Windswarm we already have. So he has some similar abilities to us. Honestly, I'm probably gonna stick with Tiziana and Amadea. I'm tempted to bring him along, but
Wouldn't it be better to bring him along because it's his guild's contract, or
well,
no?
part of the reason why I don't want to bring him along is because he only has 100 HP as opposed to Amadea is 150 and everybody else is 200. We've already had troubles with all of my characters dying. I'm kind of sick of it.
No, if you want to bring the 2 women, that's all right. They won't have any bias in this case, I suppose.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm curious. I don't know how much the dialogue is going to change. It feels like we're doing more of a side quest than anything. I really wish we had like a straight up healer character though. We don't, and it's bothering me.
Well, Calden frequently says, and I should be the healer.
Hi. Oh.
It needs to be decorated first.
So we can actually see that we've collected certain Mascherines for each character. That's cool. So it's not that we get to choose, it's that we've already found different people's masks.
Well, we have none. Oh, we do have some more for ourselves? Oh.
Yeah,
we'll go down to the...
We have 3, yep. I just wanted to check the upper floor for a second. The answer is no.
They must be downstairs.
Okay.
Cicero! Ven was telling me we had a special guest.
Livia, I missed you last night.
I was out with Damien. We had some errands to run, shopping for Seho's sojourn. It's tomorrow, after all.
Damien?
Oh, Cicero. It's been that long, hasn't it?
I'm afraid I'm missing something.
Cicero, meet Damien Marimbus, our son.
Pa, is this...
That's him, all right.
Wow. Pleasure, sir. A real pleasure.
What awful stories has your father told you about me?
Oh, awful? You're kidding, sir. Nothing short of amazing they are.
Oh, Ven.
I speak the truth. What can I say?
I'm sorry for taking your time, Cicero. You're busy, I'm sure. And we have preparations to make for the festival, but it was nice seeing you again.
And you as well, Livia. You won't be going off from here anytime soon, will you?
No, we'll be seeing you around, Cicero. Don't worry.
Excellent. Then until next time.
She passed directly through her husband. What?
Amadea.
Not now.
I wasn't going to talk about that. I was going to ask about how you knew the Bloodling.
Same thing.
You met him as a mask runner?
I thought you said you weren't going to talk about it.
I just need to know if we can trust him.
We can.
All right. If you say so.
No, don't talk to him yet. Don't you
Why
talk
not?
with
No,
her?
No. This is what we do to continue. We just
okay.
talk to everybody.
So, found anything?
I wasn't able to do very much without the proper tools. Livia's got them from the market, though, so I'll be able to conduct further tests now, but nothing so far.
Well, if you do find anything, let me know, all right?
Of course.
So, how is Fabio taking the news?
He doesn't plan to stand in your way, if that's what you mean. He's as interested in the nature of them as we are.
Do you think you'll say the same once we find out what they actually do?
You ask when you already know the answer.
Right. I was just hoping, I suppose.
Look forward, Inspectore. We have work to do.
Settled in already, I see.
It's quite the lovely place you have, really. And quite the motley crew as well.
Don't I know it?
It's not every day you see drops of colors in such close proximity. Golds and blues and browns. Makes me wonder, though, what strange reasons glue this lot together?
Perhaps if you do your job, you might find out.
Yes, of course. We'd best get on with it then, no?
Bugs.
And we've got a fruit fly candle. Thing, trap, whatever. Does not seem to have done its job fully.
Well,
well.
The one thing is, I don't know if it's like the ant trap that your mom got where they need to eat it first.
Oh, interesting. Training grounds. You can enter the training grounds when you're at the Estiguary Courtyard. Reset your skills. Test new skills at the training... Yes. Guess I'll just take them along, yeah?
I thought you were gonna make the masks.
I was. However, I'm gonna reset Cicero's skills so I don't have the weird spinny move. You know, the dumb, useless one that I don't like?
Yeah.
Do I wish to train? No. Ah, here we go. That's convenient. Okay, so what this means is I could potentially get rid of the squirrel. Tempting. The squirrel's not terrible, but like it feels like things like Zephyr might be better.
Okay.
Yeah, Dervish was useless. Mostly useless. Like maybe once we get further into
That's the thing, you have to look ahead.
Yeah, it doesn't seem useful. Tempest is amazing. Maestro is amazing. We'll keep going with this. And several other things. But you know what? Let's keep doing this off camera. You guys don't need to see me reasoning through this. So we'll see you guys. Yeah, this is a good stopping point, maybe? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay, let's see if we have masks. Can I do masks? The answer is no. Do we have any new inks or engravings? The answer is no. Dang it, when do I get the ability to work on these masks? Or do we have to talk to them? Maybe we have to talk to them.
Here we go, sir. All touched up.
Ah.
New Mascherine available.
Newly obtained masks can be assigned in the masks menu. Okay. So he touched up all of them.
Right.
Alright, so we've got Eye of the Storm. Let's see, mass charge generation rate, protection from effects. Conjures a gale around the caster that deals damage and knocks enemies back. Stampede of lightning horses. Oh, these are the these are the special moves.
abilities?
Yeah.
Want to try the horses?
Horses. Okay, what's he got? Taunts nearby enemies. Temporary buff reduces the damage they take. You know, I'm probably gonna keep him with that mask on. She's got this one. So it's either fireball or no, we'll keep the heals herself one going.
Huh, summons 3 Killigan grunts.
Alright. Sounds good to me. And nothing for him. I was hoping the masks would actually, like, passively change how the character works, but I guess this just changes the special move. Oh well.
Where to, sir?
A Sorelle ward. The Withering Mast.
Okay, so I was gonna bring these two?
I think so.
Yeah.
I remember that you didn't want to bring the new guy because...
We already have similar moves. Like, I think half our
It's
moveset
rather
is the same.
curious that we're traveling to a Sorelle ward without our Sorelle.
There are some times when familiarity is less than wanted.
Now is one of those times?
Unfortunately so.
Even the best of the guilds still has shadows, doesn't it?
I still find it funny that they don't bother to change the cart to take,
with different silhouettes in it.
Yeah, because it always has his silhouette. It's just like...
They should have just made it a solid cart, but then again, I like being able to see the
Oh, yeah.
characters.
We'll be here, sir.
Alright, so as usual, before
So-
doing everything, grab all of the lore.
Sorelle de Mare.
Let's
Yep,
see.
so the Sorelle are the mariners, but it
Yes.
looks like some
All right,
matron
this
who
is
takes in women and children is using them for ill,
Yeah.
has become some kind of madame or whatever,
Yep.
selling them out.
I guess we'll find out. I hope our mask shows up. Our new mask shows up like along cutscenes and whatever.
The Withering Mast and the origins of the Sorelle.
an inspectore. It is rare to see a member of the White Spire in a blue ward. It is brave of you to come.
It is only brave if there is a reason to be afraid.
And there isn't, of course. My name is Matron Beniva.
And mine you needn't know.
Ah, of course. I understand. Well, I shouldn't keep you too long then. It seems the lot of you have a purpose here. I'd best leave you to it.
So she's the target,
I'm
if I
surprised
remember.
she didn't recognize you.
Whatever it is, we need to find evidence of what she's up to. The women here should be able to tell us more.
A lot of women with babies by the looks of it. Actually, all of them have babies.
Let's see. I'm Davina. Hush now. We want no trouble.
Well, looks like that one might want to talk.
I'm just looking for lore. I gotta catch them all.
But you couldn't go up that pathway?
No.
Okay. She's a blue baby.
Excuse me, miss. Have you a moment to spare?
What do you want?
My name is Cicero.
Sable,
And your child?
why are you here, Inspectore?
Do you spend all your afternoons at this table?
Some. Others I spend in my room.
And those days that you spend out here, what do you do exactly? I do not see very many things for one to busy oneself with.
The comfort of peace and solitude. The nursing hall sometimes gets noisy. Sasha doesn't sleep well there.
That is considerate.
Of course. I would do anything for my daughter.
Truly?
If you have an answer that you are attempting to goad out of me, ask the right questions.
You're a direct woman.
There is no room in this world for subtlety. When you need to survive, you cannot spare thoughts for the game of questions. You ask, you answer, you move on, and treasure the moments in between.
Is that what life is like in here? Ask, answer, move on? To the next question, the next meeting, the next customer?
You are just like them.
Sable, please.
You're not an Inspectore. You're a beast.
You are mistaken. I have not come here to...
Sable, again? If the matron learns that you are displeasing our guests...
It is all right, Sorelli. There is no issue here.
Well, if there is anything, Inspectore, anything at all, I will be right over there.
You have spirit. Your daughter has been very quiet.
You said that I was mistaken. Prove it. Tell me you are not of their kind.
I am not. By all the ages, you have my word in my heart.
Then help me. Please.
Your daughter?
Beniva,
Lost legacies.
will you help me, Inspectore?
Yes. Yes, I will.
Then follow me. Everything is fine, Asha. Just fine. Oh, and Asha, would you please let Davina know that my room is looking a little lonely at the moment?
Sable, what is going on here?
Routine, Inspectore.
Cicero, please. I'm not acting within the authority of the registry. Not now.
Cicero. The women in this banco are put on rotation. Every 10-day we must meet our quota of customers, and only then can we see our babes again. In the meantime, we are given that to remind us of why we must work. When we have our darlings back, They lock us in a room beneath the ground until our names appear on the roster again.
It will change, Sable. Now, I came with 2 others. I need...
It has been settled. Ah, Divina. Pleasure you could join us.
Cicero, what is...
If this plan goes wrong, she will not have to lie when she tells them she was no part of it. She and her babe will be safe. I did not hit her hard, so we don't have much time. The passage to the chambers beneath are down the hall. Beniva keeps those who are not on duty on the first level beneath the earth.
But there are more levels beneath.
When we are on duty, she takes our babes and descends further. I don't know what awaits us beyond. I've never been deeper myself. Now, let's go.
Well, the nice thing is we don't have to spend this entire time trying to suss out the corruption here. We just immediately get a willing participant in our conspiracy.
She has taken all 3 of them into her room.
That cape is just cloth over the shoulder of a mortal thirsty for flesh. But come, her job is done. It is time for us to retrieve Sasha for her.
Wait, they didn't find it at all suspicious she took 3?
I just find it hilarious that, like... I'm surprised they don't have different dialogue for the different characters. Like, would it be kind of sketchy to have 2 female...
Yeah.
people talking to your women? It's like, those aren't clients'
The
questions.
stairs down are just beyond this door.
I understand.
Cicero, they're likely guarded.
Then woe to the men who stand for the foul.
Well, remember, we don't know how progressive this world is.
This is true. This is a very good point.
What are you doing here?
For the light!
At the same time, I don't like talking about progressives and, like, prostitution in the same, like, sentence. Just doesn't seem right.
Holy crap, my new abilities are good.
Uh-huh.
I can't really tell what's going on because of reasons, but still.
It's through this latch.
Okay. I think I might have to switch my skills around at some point.
Intruders!
Watch your flanks!
Okay, gonna pause, gonna do that.
So where are the horses?
I have to wait until the stampede
Mask. Yeah.
charge.
I like all the AoE effects and such.
Yeah. Yeah, they're nice. Yeah, I've kind of stacked a bunch of them up on my character because it looks like focus is not affected. Or maybe not affected, but hello, what's this? Oh, it's a new ink.
A new ink. Huh.
Neat. Okay. I'm glad that there's not too much exploration, so it's not too hard to be a completionist with this game.
Ah, eyes from the White Spire.
Stay back, Sable.
Finally gathered the gall to try, did you? You seem to have forgotten what happens to the children of women who...
You leave Sasha alone!
Oh, don't waste your words. When you're gone, you won't be able to shed tears for her anyway. And you, Inspitore, it seems you've found out about my little operation. I'm afraid I can't let you leave now.
Ready yourselves!
I have no qualms about getting rid of people like that in games. Because, I mean... they're essentially holding the babies hostage to keep the mothers as, some kind of commodity for her to profit from. It's disgusting.
It's super gross. Oh, I love my current ability set. It is much more interesting than it used to be.
Is she constantly keeping herself buffed up, or she's just using a horn?
Yeah, well, part of it is haven't been focused on her at all, and she's kind of the boss.
She's gonna run. She better not get Sasha.
No! Cicero! She's going after
Come on.
Sasha!
Oh, a mask.
Glad we looked.
A final chance, Inspitore. Turn and leave, and the blood of the innocent needn't be on your hands.
I will not let willful ignorance cost the people of this Banco their lives, Beniva.
Oh, you interfering will do far worse than that, I assure you.
Beniva, please!
Enough! If talk will not turn you away, then perhaps action will.
Let's see.
Light will cut you down!
I love that void move. It's so nice. Actually.
I always remember starting off, what was it, Knights of the Old Republic, with... I know I didn't like the idea of investing in dark side points at all, or dark side abilities, but just putting down a lightning AoE and then attacking them afterwards was really nice.
No! You will see what you have cost them.
Uh-oh. Is Beniva gone?
She's running again.
Sasha!
Normally you're supposed to take out the guards first.
What are you...
Looking for Mascherines and lore. It's not that there's actually a time limit here.
True, but I'm pretty sure the woman would be screaming at you if you were piddling around the room.
Yep.
You have lost, Beniva. Stand down and let the people of this Banco go.
This is Umber, Inspitore. Nothing is lost until death, and little is gained without it.
Watch your flanks!
Oh no, she's freezing the baby. Oh no. What are you doing? Are you supposed to?
I have no idea.
Oh, because if she freezes that all the way, is that... Wouldn't killing her be better?
I have no idea. Okay. I think I defroze it. And now she's distracted again.
Oh no, not all the babies.
Yep. It's okay. I got her.
You.
The mechanisms of a contract, Beniva.
The Labores are fools. They think to take everything into their own hands, but you have seen through their ideals. You know why this place exists.
I am not here for your justifications. Goodbye, Beniva.
Sasha!
Take it in. We owe it to you.
Please, Sable. If it hadn't been for you...
Stop it, Cicero. You know where the true credit lies.
Looks like they're leaving.
Goodbye, Inspitore.
Goodbye.
Alright, so now we've got 2 more skill points to throw at things. Yes. Okay, let's get that. And there goes his spare skill points. I'm glad that everybody gets skill points evenly. Not based on use.
Right. I never liked it when I leveled up one character more than the others, and then if you ever needed to use that other character for like a character-specific mission in an RPG, oh, suddenly you have to bring the character with you that you never use.
Yep. I hate that. It's part of the reason why I haven't been super interested in going back to Earthlock. Because the,
Well, you've never had an instance in which you've left characters out, unless you mean, Olia comes back and she hasn't had levels that you've given the other characters. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. So for Earthlock specifically, what is this? Here we go. Cast on companion with the highest health. Nearest companion. Let's just do nearest companion. It's just one of those where you have to train up every character individually, and it sucks. I hate RPGs like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad that this one's entirely based on story progress and nothing more.
Leaving so soon?
Zelia,
A good thing you did today.
what are you doing here?
Keeping an eye on my wards, of course. And the people who interfere with them. I am the head matron of the Sorelle, lest you've forgotten.
And you let this pass?
I did not encourage it, certainly. But Beniva had her uses, though even she was not aware of my gaze.
But yet you seem to care none that Beniva is now gone.
In the city, those who cannot learn to ride the tides of change will quickly drown beneath their foam. A few letters of appreciation to both the Labores and the Registry for rooting out the rotten flesh. A promise from one of the lesser matrons that she will take care of this ward better than Beniva. In the grand scheme, there is little that is lost from the late matron's departure.
What is this about, Zelia? Surely you didn't stop me to remind me of the Dance of Shadows.
It's come to my knowledge that you're traveling with one of my mariners.
What of it?
Are you aware that he is in charge of an orphanage?
He mentioned it briefly before.
Today a songstress came by asking for him.
Orlana.
She's asked for his place of residence, invoking her authority as songstress to claim the knowledge. We told her about the sail heart.
You want me to tell him?
If you could be so kind. I have a feeling this might be something he'd want to know.
I'll see to it that he does.
Thank you, Inspectore. Now, I best be off. The events here have clearly taken care of themselves. Until next time, Cicero.
Let's get back. I have news for the mariner.
It's unfortunate the companions have no dialogue.
It's because they could be interchangeable.
Yeah. It turns them into boring characters, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's the unfortunate bit.
I always like it when you take different characters with you and they have different dialogue.
Personally, I just prefer it if it's always set. Like, I actually would have rather it be, you only have 3 party members, but each of them can switch between any element and have different abilities. Like, that would have been probably more interesting. Movement speed. What's the difference? Nah, I'm just gonna go with it. I'm just gonna stick with this. Oh, does everybody have the same? Yes.
Well, I think you can change it per individual, but...
Okay, so somebody got a new mask. Do we have to talk to the... any of the Toths?
Not
for it?
that.
You know what? It's probably the new guys. Yep, here it is. Oh, interesting.
Calls down lightning strikes.
Yeah, let's go with that. So apparently all masks come pre-decorated now. So we don't even have to think about it.
So
we might have to come back to town, though.